Hi guys, welcome to my channel and my fitness vlog. So on a Sunday, normally I would be talking to you after, very exhausted after a run, but I didn't go today. One, because my running partner wasn't around, and also we got back really late from my husband's brother's last night, just gone midnight sort of thing. So it would have been very late, and also when we did get back it was like -4. So I kind of guessed it would be the same as it was on Thursday in terms of everything would be really icy, so I wouldn't be able to run. And I just felt absolutely exhausted last night, and I was like, you know what, I feel like I just really need a lie-in because I haven't had a lie-in for a long while. So I'm taking today as like a just nice, lazy self-care day. as much as possible will let us. So yeah, hence why I'm talking to you in my kitchen, because I'm just about to do the shop haul. There was a recipe that I saw. There's a guy I follow. I can't remember the name of him, but I'll put his name on the bottom. I follow him on Insta, and he does a lot of amazing looking recipes, like high protein, not necessarily low calorie, but high protein, like sort of meals. And there's one that I saw that looked really simple, and I've been craving like curry for quite a while, and this is like chicken and peanut butter curry or something. So, and it's quite a lot of protein, obviously, because it's peanut butter and chicken. So I thought I really wanted to give it a go. So I bought the ingredients for it for this week, but I've got no idea where I'm going to fit it in, if I'm going to do it as my lunch or what. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know how I'm going to fit it in, but if I do fit it in, I'll vlog it and let you know what it's like. But yeah, I'm just about to do my shop haul for my subscriber vlog rather than showing you guys, because there's not really anything to show you, or not really at the moment. So I think what I prefer to do is actually just show you during the week what I'm actually eating, rather than just showing you a bunch of food, because obviously it's a lot of it is mixed up with sort of my husband's stuff and Bub's stuff as well, because my husband's vegan. So yeah, it's a bit too much hassle really to show you that. So I'd rather just show you the things that I eat individually during the week. So yeah, as you know, I have my cheese omelettes, but I also do like Caesar salad. I'm addicted to Caesar salad. I have been for like the last almost year now. I just love making the hassle of making them I don't appreciate, but eating it I do appreciate. So and obviously it's quite high in protein. I don't put the croutons in. I just have like iceberg lettuce at the moment, because I just love iceberg lettuce. Chicken, like the main things that I weigh out is the Caesar salad dressing and the cheese, to make sure I don't have too much dressing and cheese on there. But yeah, so that gives me decent enough of protein and fats and stuff. So that's currently what I'm doing. But dinners are a bit more, so that's what I might try and do. I might try and cut out something that I regularly eat during the week, like that me and my family eat, and make this chicken curry maybe something that I do instead. But again, we'll see, because then I have to find something else for my family to eat. So yeah, anyway, enough talking about that. I just wanted to let you know about that. Also, I have found a new stretch for my wrists, which I'm going to be talking to you about at some point, probably like maybe tomorrow. I'll do like a little sort of video thing of what I found, because I don't think I've actually said, but where I do pole, there's one thing I can't do, which is like I have really crappy upper arm, well not upper arm, just upper body strength. My strength for pole is in my legs. But yeah, there's a move, or I can't do like a split grip, and it's basically where whenever my bottom hand is lower down sort of on the pole, so I need to push away from the pole, my upper hand can grip, although like I said, I don't really have that much strength, so I think my bottom arm is taking more of my weight than it should, and it just sends this shooting pain going up that arm. And I've tried, like I had it, like it's not just this time around when I did pole, but like 10 years ago when I did pole as well, when I first started pole, when I was like young and slim and a lot more fit. And yeah, when I did it then, I still used to get the shooting pain up my arm. My pole teacher at the time didn't know why, and my pole teacher now doesn't really know why it happens. She just says I need to try and not take as much weight on that arm, but I find it impossible because I can't take as much weight in this arm. So yeah, I've been looking for ages trying to figure out what it could be, and I just looked something up. Like I've tried doing weights, like wrist strengthening weights. That does nothing. So I don't think it's actually my wrist. I think it is purely my forearm. The muscles in my forearm are too tight. So I found some stretches like today. I gave them a go, and like the stretch was actually really nice. So I think I'm going to keep that up like every day. I'm not just going to do it on certain days. I'm going to do it every day, because it's only like 30 seconds per stretch. So it's like 2 minutes. out of my day. So I'm going to try it every day, see if it makes any difference, and then we'll go from there. Yeah, I'll show you the stretch tomorrow, because obviously I already done it today, so there's no point in me doing it again now. And also I need to get on with this this shop haul. But yes, officially we have finished on the Christmas snacks as well. So it means we currently don't have a full empty worktop, because I'm just about to do my shop haul. But we do actually have an empty worktop once all this has gone away. So we have eaten all the Christmas snacks, which means now we can get back to a normal everyday diet that we normally have. Like I said, during the week, hopefully I can actually just show you the sort of stuff that I eat. So on that note, I will most likely see you tomorrow. Hi guys, just a quick video because I desperately need to head back. But obviously it's been my first run this week, first run in a couple of, well, not a couple of weeks, but a couple of days, because it's been so icy. I've just not really bothered. So yeah, or technically Thursday I tried, didn't I? And then Sunday I just didn't bother at all because it was like ice on the floor still. Today I looked out the window and the car hadn't frozen over, so that was always a good sign. So yeah, I decided to go for a run today. Only managed 4 kilometers, and I'm still having the problem with my legs where they keep seizing up. But I do think it's one because I'm carrying quite a bit of excess weight, and also because I haven't run in a while, so I need to get my legs back into the rhythm and back into like just routine. But it felt good because like I wasn't giving up. Like I'd be running, then when my legs started cramping, I'd walk for a bit until like the tightness had gone, then I'd run again for a bit. I did walk up hills, apart from because it's quite hilly around here. The only hill I didn't run, or I did run and didn't walk, was the last one, because I was like, I've got to make a final effort for the last hill, which I did, and it's like the steepest one, so I was really pleased with myself that I did that. I think overall, I think my time was 29 minutes something, so I think I was at like, on average it was like 7 minutes 20 seconds, I think, or like it's about 7.5 minutes for per kilometer, which is good. That's like, I think, my average when I'm not really trying, like before when I was at my peak. But yeah, so that's how that went. But yeah, I had a really nice long stretch after. That's why I'm in a rush, because I spent so long stretching out afterwards, because I've not done that in a very long while, because where it's been so cold. And I think that's what I desperately needed. I needed to be able to stretch my legs out after. Although now I feel like a pain in my knee, which is great. But yeah, so that's it. So I'm gonna again try, because I really want to keep up with like trying to sort of, like the stretches and like the yoga for my back, for my posture. So I'm gonna try that again today, because I've not really had a chance to try it again. So yeah, I'm gonna try that again today. It's just I don't really have a lot of space, because I do all like my exercises in my bedroom, and there's just not a lot of room for me to like stretch out as much as I need to. But now I know what to expect, maybe I'll be able to try and fit around it a bit better, but we'll see. Anyway, so yeah, I need to rush back and see my family before Bobs goes off to nursery. So I might try and film the yoga. I'll see how brave I am, but yeah, I'll speak to you later. So this is the chicken peanut butter curry thing that I made. Yeah, it was very bland. All I could taste was a slight peanut butter and the skyr yogurt, which aren't really a good mix. So fortunately I won't be making that one again. Hi guys, it's Wednesday lunchtime. I'm just about to make my lunch. So I've become obsessed over the last couple of months with Caesar salad. Don't ask me why, I've just become obsessed with it. For someone who used to hate anything to do with like veggies, it's quite shocking, really. But mine's got a bit of a twist, my Caesar salad. And that is because I use iceberg lettuce at the moment. I did use romaine lettuce, but it just became a pain in the arse to wash, and you only get like a limited amount. Iceberg lettuce is cheaper and I find tastier. So it's not as if it's any more calories or anything. So I've just been like buying iceberg lettuce, dicing it up, cleaning it, and then putting it in these boxes and keeping it in the fridge. Then I have about 100 grams of that with me salad, because I weigh everything now, but I weigh most things, I should say. I don't weigh everything. I'm not at that point yet. I just like to make sure I'm keeping my portions in control, so to speak. So it's 100 gram of iceberg lettuce. Then I've got roast chicken left over. So I do 150 grams of that. There we go. It's got 1 chicken breast left, so that'll be my lunch for tomorrow. Then I add 20 grams of Parmigiano Reggiano, and then 20 grams of Caesar salad. I got this one because they didn't have any at Tesco, so we got Hellmann's, but I'm not a fan of this one, to be honest. I prefer Tesco's Own. Tesco's Own has a really nice flavour and in a much better bottle, because I always end up over pouring. Done. To say, it doesn't exactly look the most appetizing, but I promise you there is so much flavour. A lot of that's because the Parmigiano is just so strong, and the same with the Caesar salad. It's just, yeah, it's just nice and light and crisp. And yeah, just absolutely delicious. So, and it's really good for protein. Obviously, it's low calorie. As long as you weigh out the salad dressing and the cheese, then it makes for a really, really good lunch, I think. So yeah, I'm happy with it. Hi guys, welcome to post-Thursday run. I keep meaning to film my exercises, but by the time I get around to my exercises during the day, I'm in such a rush because I'm trying to do other things that I don't have time to really set up my camera. So it'll happen one day. I can't guarantee it's going to happen anytime soon, but it will happen. I promise. Not that it's obviously the most attractive thing, watching me just like getting a sweat on my bedroom floor. That sounds so good, didn't it? Anyway, yes, so it's post-Thursday run. This has got to be the best run I've had in a very long time. I was stopping a lot, but my times were quite good. I think in the end, my average time, I think, was like 7 minutes, 9 seconds. When you think sometimes I've been averaging at like 8 minutes because I've just been like either walking or just like running really slow. But that was a really good run. So basically I tried to say to myself today, I can stop as much as I like if I get cramp, but I need to try and avoid getting cramp as much as possible. So I was really sort of lengthening my stride so that I weren't like, because I do think that's a lot of my problem a lot of the time is I'm only taking like sort of baby steps, and that means that my calves seize up, or like they're really tense. That's why they're cramping up so quickly. So I thought if I elongate my stride, hopefully that will help. And one, I found I was going faster, and two, yeah, I did actually find that I wasn't stopping as much as I needed to. And if anything, I wasn't stopping because of my calves, I was stopping because of my thighs. My thighs were really sort of getting, not like cramped, but just exhausted because where I was putting obviously more power into my stride. But yeah, it meant I was going a lot faster. I think like my last 2 kilometers were like 6 minutes 40 or something. So it just shows, and even in those kilometers, like there wasn't a kilometer where I didn't stop, but I was also doing the thing of like, rather than just saying go for as long as possible, I was giving myself a physical marker to aim for. So I was like, right, we'll just get to that signpost, and then if you feel you can go on, then go to the next one. Or if you get to that one, stop for a little bit until your legs stop hurting, then continue. So I was doing a lot of that. I have been listening to music as well. Normally I listen to podcasts when I run, but all the Ghost podcasts, because I listen to Ghost podcasts, all the Ghost podcasts that I have been listening to, I'm all caught up with, and the ones that I haven't caught up with that I could listen to a bit more are quite creepy ones, and I don't like listening to them when I go running because it freaks me out. Because where I run is very very like, not remote, because there is like the car park is like a few minutes from where it is, but it's there's nothing really around you that you can see, so you feel, one, very exposed, and two, very lonely. So yeah, it's not the best thing to listen to when you're on your own, and it's quiet, because it's quite like, not barren, it's the wrong word I'm looking for, but very raw, I guess, because it's just all nature around there, and it's very old. So when you're listening to ghost stories, it kind of fits in with that atmosphere, or just accentuates it. So yeah, it's not a good thing to listen to. So yeah, I've been listening to music, and I think that helps as well with me keeping a steady pace going. But anyway, I've really got to head back, because I think my husband is driving Babs to the nursery, so I've got to head back so he can have the car. But yeah, so I've also got pole tonight, so that's a good thing. So today is just going to be stretches, so I'll see. So I've got the house to myself today, so I'm going to see how long it takes me to actually get stuff done. So I might be able to set up the camera for to show you the stretches that I've been doing, but we'll see. I can't guarantee anything. We'll see when we get there. Anyway, I'll see you later at some point. So it's Saturday. As you can probably tell from my weight, I gained a pound. which I do not get. I do not understand at all. I've been a lot better than I was the last week when I lost a pound. So yeah, I don't understand what's going on. There could be numerous factors, I know. It's just, yeah, it's depressing to see that sort of stuff. I try not to get myself too hung up about it because I feel better in terms of like I feel more awake. I'm not like my emotions aren't like up and down while my emotions are, because that's hormones and my stupid mental health. But in terms of like my energy levels are better now. I'm eating better. Like I feel like my stomach's gone down. My stomach has gone down considerably in the last week. My face, I feel, is like not as puffy as it has been as well. I feel like I'm losing my double chin somewhat. So I feel physically I look like I'm losing the weight. It's just on the scales, the numbers aren't changing. I do wonder, is that because I was on my period this week and technically I'm still on it, so I could be holding a lot of water. Also because I'm doing like the weights, I'm obviously running again. I'm still doing pole, so it could be that I am also just gaining, like, or not gaining muscle, but I'm building muscle. So there could also be that. There's a load of factors that could be taken into consideration. So I'm trying to not let it get to me. It's just frustrating when you don't see that, when you see those numbers go up rather than down. So like the work that you think you can see, because then it makes me doubt what I see in front of the mirror. Does that mean that I'm imagining that I'm seeing a difference or whatever? That's the only problem with me with this stupid brain, is that I start like doubting what I'm seeing and that I'm actually not seeing any change. It's just my wishful thinking sort of thing. But anyway, so not much else to really say. Oh, I went to pole. I forgot to update about pole. So I did pole on Thursday. It went quite well. I managed to do a couple of inverts. I'm still not getting very high. I'm still sliding down, but I don't know if that's the pole or or it's just like my strength just isn't there yet. I feel like it's the pole because the pole is quite slidey. So it like gets to a point where there's enough sticky stuff on on the pole from people using like talc and stuff to keep like at least your hands on. But when it comes to like the bottom of the pole, because no one's really putting anything on there, the bottom of the pole can be quite slidey. So I went up the pole to do a split grip butterfly, because that's like that was always my signature move before. That was the thing I loved doing because it always looked so lovely. And I just couldn't, like my hands just did not grip. And then when I went to do it, like the girl I was practicing on the pole with, she's new, like relatively new to pole in terms of like when you think of how long I've been doing it. She started in April. But she's very strong and she's very agile. Like she tried it and got it like first time, so that pissed me off. So I was like, oh, I really want to give it another go. And then literally just as I was about to do it, and I was like, I've got fresh determination, I've got fresh powder on my hands to give me more grip. Literally just as I was about to do it, my pole teacher was like, right, let's do some stretches for the end of the class. I was like, fuck. So now I've got to wait for another week before I can try it again. So I'm like, but I did speak to her at the end of the class, because obviously now we sort of have to pay at the end of each month, and there's always sort of like a check to see who wants to stay on and who wants to like maybe move on to a different class. And the woman that runs it, not my actual pole teacher, made a post about the fact that they're getting quite busy in the beginners and they have a waiting list for beginners. So if anyone can move up to intermediate, then that would be a good thing. And I think her criteria was being able to climb the pole and being able to do an invert, which I can do. So I said to my teacher at the end about me moving up, because one, it would be so much more helpful for us, because obviously the beginners class is at 7:30 and the intermediate is at 8:30. And on a Thursday is when we give Bubs his bath. And like I'm always literally out the door as soon as he's in bed, and it's always such a rush, and it's really stressful because obviously he doesn't know that we're on a clock, like we're like on time, we're like we have to be on time or whatever. So yeah, it just makes more sense for me to be able to go to the later class, because then we're not rushing as much. So yeah, so I asked her and she was like, yeah, definitely. She said, and it gives you more time, she said, because I can see you want to be trying inverts, you want to be doing inverts, and obviously in the beginners class I don't really do a lot of inverts. It's only if like someone like me normally does it, in terms of like I'll be like, right, I'm going to do an invert, and I'll just do an invert even without the teacher like saying we can do it. So it's me being cheeky sort of thing and just wanting to do it because I want to try it, that people end up doing inverts in the class. So she was like, yeah, I think intermediate is the way forward for you, because it means you can try and strengthen your inversions. So
So yeah, so hopefully, I think I just need to contact the woman who runs the classes and let her know that I'm changing to the later group, because I paid. I just need to make sure I go up into the right class. So that's that. No bruises, just a bit achy, which is good. I always like aching after a pole class because it means that you've used your muscles well. It means that you've actually done a workout. So, but yeah, that's it basically. I can't really think of anything else to say. Like I said, I'm just a bit disappointed with those numbers, but we'll just have to see what happens next week. See if it's a water weight thing or if it's just me just have it. Also, I did actually have pasta for dinner, like spaghetti bolognese, and there was quite a lot of pasta. So maybe that's also a thing, that I had heavy food the day before. That's always a factor. There's so many factors with women with weight. It's so stupid. Anyway, on that note, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, then please leave a like, subscribe if you haven't already. You can also follow me on social media. All the links are down below. If you'd like to follow me on my sort of everyday journey, I mean, why would you? Obviously, my life is riveting. So if you want to, you can subscribe on either Patreon or Ko-fi, or on my Twitch. If you're a gamer as well, you can follow me on Twitch. And my subscribers get currently a weekly vlog of what's going on in my life. So yeah, if that's anything that would interest you, then please do take a look at those links below. But on that note, I'll say love you guys, and I shall see you in the next video.